Hey my loves, it's your girl MissRessaT, and I am coming to you today, you guys, with a little chit chat. Get ready with me. Nothing fancy. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just getting ready to film some more videos. But I wanted to talk to you guys today while I got ready. So it's gonna be a long video. So if you're not here for that, then see you next one. But I just had something I want to chat to you about. If you have seen the title, you see what this is about. And what prompted this conversation was I was watching a radio broadcast online by two YouTubers. They created this. It's on Blab Radio. I don't know, it's Blab Me or Blab. I'll annotate it on the screen but I know it's Blab something. And it's called, the name of their radio broadcast is 3 Degrees. I'm gonna put it all on the screen. I'm sorry, I can't think off the top of my head. But one of the topics, basically, it's a great radio broadcast. I very much recommend it. Every Sunday night at 9 p.m. They talk about current events topics and they talk about entertainment news. So one of the topics that came up was the discussion between Oprah and Shonda Rhimes. You know, on Oprah's own channel, she did an interview with Shonda Rhimes. I didn't watch the interview myself, but from what I understand, what was stated was that Shonda basically said that she was pretty much not going to get married. She's pretty sure that she is not going to get married, and she just don't think it's for her. And Oprah pretty much agreed. You know, she said her and Stephen was supposed to get married. It didn't happen. It's not going to happen. They come to the conclusion that you know, marriage is not something that's for them. So the discussion came about, and everybody was like, the two hosts is Lachelle Smith, I believe that's how you say her name, from Minority Report here on YouTube, Minority Report TV, and Aisha Adams. I hope I'm saying that right. Also from Nappy Natural Hair. Oh God, y'all don't charge it to my heart. Y'all know I absolutely love the show, and I love you guys' channel. But the way my head's set up, I can't quite remember things right now. But anyways, they were basically pretty much one's married and one is like, I want to be married. I would, you know, she wants marriage. I would never, you know, say that that's not the right way to represent. Like, they have people following them. Why would you say you wouldn't want to be married? That's a bad representation, because you know, Shonda Rhimes and Oprah are in positions where it's okay they don't get married. You know, they don't really need anyone financially or anything like that. And, you know, it's just not a good example for women. And I looked at it like, I didn't see it as that. First of all, we looked up to these celebrities so much to be examples. And that, I think that's completely wrong. Like, these celebrities are not supposed to be role models. Like, where they're not, you can't just automatically give them that title. You know, if I was a celebrity, would I try to present my actions to be a role model? Yes. But at the end of the day, you can't follow everything I do, because everything I do is not going to be perfect and not going to be aligned with how you feel or whatever. But my take on it was, I didn't see a problem with what the lady said. Like, I'm not rich. I don't have money. I don't have security. But I don't feel like I need to be married to have all that. I feel I can very much have that being single. And I do feel like, you know, I just don't feel like marriage is destined for everybody. I honestly don't feel like marriage is for me. It's not that I don't want to get married, well, kind of, but it's just like, if I fall in love and meet my soulmate, then it'll be cool. But if I didn't, I've definitely come to a place in my life where I feel like if I did not get married, that it would be okay. Like, it wouldn't be the end of the world for me. It's not something that I'm actively searching. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, I don't think it's destined for everybody to be married. Like, you know, I can't quote you no scriptures, but you know, because that's just not my thing. But everybody in the Bible didn't get married. Everybody in the Bible didn't have children. Like, somebody's gonna have to be single. And I honestly feel like if it's me, then I'm okay with it. Like, I used to think like, okay, did I not want to get married because of the hurt I felt in the past? And I'm like, partly it was about that, and then now that I'm over that hurt, and that has been resolved, and God has helped me through that. I know I still don't have the desire to get married. Like, I've never been one of those children who played mom and pop. Like, I never played mom and dad. I never played mom and dad. I have never planned out my wedding. I don't have no wedding colors. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no children names picked out. That's just never been my type of thing. It's never been something I've wanted to do. And it just never has. And there's only been one time in my life that I actually was like, I kind of wanted, I could see myself being someone's wife, and that was just like one relationship that I was in, and I kind of felt like I could have been someone's wife in that situation. But even though that one ended horribly, and then after that, it really did make me question, do I really want to get married? And like I said, I had to question, was it because I've been hurt before that I don't want to get married? And honestly, I can say that it's not. Like, I just don't think I need to get married to be happy in life. Like, I feel like that's some position that some women play. Like, they want to be wives, they want to have children. Will I make a great wife? Heck yeah, I do feel like I'm wifey material, don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's something that I need. And y'all don't pay attention to me with this makeup look, because I'm just making this up off the top of my head. You know what I'm saying? Going as I go along, just making something up. So, pretty much how I put on my makeup every day and hope it looks good. But yeah, like, and that was the debate. Like, why would you not want that? And it's not that I wouldn't want a relationship. I do feel like we need someone in this world, especially women. I was raised in a single parent home with, my mom being the sole provider and being the independent woman. And I looked up to her being the independent woman, and I admired that. I also like, is that a reason why I feel like I don't want to get married? Because my parents' marriage was, a hot darn mess. Is that why I don't want to get married? And I don't think that's true, because I do think marriage can be a beautiful thing when it's, when it's right, when it's the right person. It can be a great union, and I do feel like we need that person. Like, everyone needs somebody to balance them out. And I don't believe in shacking up. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I have had sex before, and I'm not a virgin or whatever, but now that I have, rededicated my life to Christ, I have, I'm practicing abstinence, and I've been practicing it for a while now, and I truly do believe, like, I won't have sex again until I actually am married. And that's going to be, I can't say it's been difficult, because once I've tried to be abstinent before, but I was doing it for the wrong reasons. Like, I'm so sick of men, I can't stand men, I'm just going to stop doing it. Which, you shouldn't be giving up anyway to low quality men. And that's something I had to learn for myself or whatever. But it was, I would never make it for a long, I would make it like almost to a year, and then it wouldn't last. And I'm like, why is that? Why is it not working out? And that was me. I had needed to be a Christian-led type of thing. And now that it is a Christian-led thing, it is absolutely easy for me. Like, it's not a problem for me that I am abstinent. It comes fairly easy. Like, I'm just being honest. And I'm not trying to make it sound like it's an easy thing. It takes a lot of prayer and meditation and knowing what you really want. And I know what I want in life. And I know that I'm not going to have intercourse again unless I'm married. So the question is, okay, Caressa, what if you don't ever get married? Then that just means, I guess I won't be having sex. I don't know, but that's just how I see it. Like, I see that I won't be having sex, and it is not about sex to me. And I think marriage is so much more, and it means so much more. And this generation has taken so much out of the meaning of marriage that maybe that's why some people feel that they don't, want to get married. Like I said, if the Lord brought my king to me, and it was obvious that he was my king, I would not deny him. You know what I'm saying? I would be submissive, and I would be a wife. But I honestly don't feel it's going to happen. And You know, it's not like I feel like not, oh, I'm too old. It's not that I'm too old. I feel like I have plenty of time. I feel like I can find love at any time. I just don't think I'm going to get married. And I'm not mad at that. Like, I don't, marriage is a business contract. And I have so many goals and things I want to do in life. Like, I don't even know how marriage would fit into that, you know? And I don't know if I want to have kids. And I feel like if I was to get married, then I would have to give my husband a child. And I don't know if that's something that I really want to do. I love kids and I love my kids. And everybody's like, I've said all my life I didn't want kids. That's what I'm saying. I've always been like this. I've never wanted kids. I've never wanted marriage. I don't have my children's name pick out. Like some people have kids' name pick out and stuff. Like I've never been about that life. I just never have. And that's what leads me to believe that marriage is not for me. You know, even after the relationship ended with the one person that I felt like I could have been his wife, that ended, and that definitely affected my life and the way I looked at things. And for a long time, that was a reason why I didn't even want to be in relationships and different things like that. But that has passed, and I still feel the same way. Like, do you feel like, you know, you have to be married? Do you feel the pressure to be married? I'm approaching 30, and you know, my parents used to say little stuff like my mama will say like she want grandchildren and things like that, and I'm like, okay, well, you got another daughter, you might want to go talk to her about that. And but I haven't really got pressured like that. I don't get a lot of that. So but from society, on the way societies look, I should be married by now. I should have kids by now. And I kind of feel like if I don't do all of that, how would society consider me? Like, how would it look at me? I don't know. I do very much feel like I would be looked at like, oh, she must be a good woman. She must have got something wrong with her. Or, you know, if I didn't get married, then it would be an issue. And how people looked and portrayed me, you know, portrayed the person that I am. And I think that would totally suck because I very much am a good woman. I would make a wonderful wife. I would make a wonderful mother. That just ain't what I'm trying to do. And maybe it's just maybe it will change. You know, I felt like as I got older, maybe I would feel different. But I mean, I'm 28 now and I still feel the same way. And I've questioned, like, okay, maybe it's because I don't have a lot of great examples of awesome marriages around me. Maybe that's why I don't want to get married. So I've questioned a lot of it, you know, because I like to question myself because sometimes you have underlying issues that you're not aware of. And so I like to ask myself questions to really get Lord, I'm about to try to put this liner on while I'm talking. Jesus. Y'all don't talk about my wing liner. Like, so I have questions. I'm like, okay, Reza, is it because you know, your parents' marriage sucked and because you don't have a lot of positive marriage images around you? Is that you don't want marriage? You know, and I don't think that's it. Like, I honestly don't. I feel like I've watched so many bad marriages that if I was to get into marriage, I would kind of know what to look out for and what to do. So I honestly don't think, oh Lord, that that's it. Like, I really don't. I don't want to get married. Y'all help me figure it out because like I felt like I was the only person in the discussion because it's like a lot of people that was on the chat that was like anti-marriage. And I don't know. Is that wrong to be anti-marriage? Is it wrong to really be so happy being single? Like, and don't get me wrong, I wasn't always happy single. Like, I'm not gonna sit here in front for nobody. I was not always happy single. I really had to understand why. Oh my God, I went up so high on that one. I cannot talk and do this. I really had to sit, you know, down and understand like what was going on in my life, like why my relationships weren't working out, and on top of relationships weren't working out, like far as my career and life and things like that, things just weren't working out. And I've had to take a lot of time and just meditate and find out what God has for me and his plan for me. And I've done a lot of soul searching in the past 2 years, and I really enjoyed this time with myself. And the more I enjoy this time with myself, the more I'm like, I don't know if I'm willing to give up this time. Like, am I selfish for not wanting to be married? Because, like, it's so intriguing getting to know myself. And it's so fulfilling to getting to know and understand myself. And I just feel like I enjoy this journey. And I don't know if this journey is something I ever. Y'all, this wing over here. Wait a minute. Let me do some surgery real quick.